What is up, Dom Fanatic followers? This is another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle I have. It's quite an old battle against someone by the name of BlueAzelf. I think he's a YouTube, so if he does, I'll put a link in the description, of course. So I think this is an RU battle I had, and yeah, let's get into it. I don't really know what to say right now. It's quite early in the morning. Give me a chance. So I go in with Bob Marley and immediately go for the trick to trick this Swampert Choice Specs, because Swampert with Choice Specs really can't do much, and especially if you use Stealth Rocks, which he does. He's now locked into Stealth Rocks, and he probably won't have any special moves considering Swampert's physical attack is higher than its special, so he probably can't take advantage of the specs. So I then switch into my Steelix to set up my own Stealth Rocks, because Stealth Rocks always are handy, and I think he's going to switch out, and he does. He switches into Scizor, and Scizor can't really do much unless it has Brick Break or Superpower, but I know, one, I can take it because it's sturdy, and two, I could probably just take it normally anyway because Steelix is that much of a monster. For some reason he switches into Umbreon. I don't quite know why. Maybe he predicted a status move, like a burn. I don't know how I'd burn him, but I go for Stealth Rocks anyway. But he uses Baton Pass. Don't know why he can just switch out normally. He didn't exactly use any boosting moves or anything. But he goes to Porygon too, but it doesn't really bother me because I just go straight for the Dragon Tail after download finishes, raising its special attack. Dragon Tail to switch out that thing. But I do possibly get the worst switch in, which is good for him, and in comes his Azelf, which isn't good. So he gets hit by Stealth Rocks, and he goes for the Flamethrower, which I completely forgot about. You know that Azelfs get these, but I know I'm going to live because I have Sturdy. So I live with 1 HP, and I go for the Gyro Ball because I'm thinking I'm thinking Azelf is pretty fast, and Steelix is no speed investment, so Gyro Ball just the max. But yeah, it doesn't quite take it out. It goes down to red. It does just over half, I'd say. But I'm going to leave Bonerin to die, because one, if I switch anything in, it's going to take a lot of damage, and two, Boner probably won't need to be in this anymore. So he's at a range where one more hit will kill himself from Life Orb, and I go into Trinity, and I think I get a bit greedy here. I want to try and set up a Swords Dance after all these after turn effects, but I could have gone for the Aqua Jet to easily kill him off, but I didn't realise he had Thunderbolt, and two, I thought I'd be able to live a move, considering Samurott has huge HP, nearly 400, but it kills me in one, so I suppose it's alright. Azelf does die thanks to Life Orb, but I've now lost my Samurott, which has proven to be so deadly in past battles, so it's a bit of a loss. So he brings back in Scizor. I'm guessing we're not really playing RU because I just realised he has a Scizor, but I bring in Anteater, he brings in Scizor. I'm thinking, what am I going to do here? So I go for the Rock Slide because it's the only move that will actually do damage, but of course I miss. So he goes for the U-turn, which kind of helps me a bit because now I can freely hit something he brings in. Because Scizor pretty much walls Durant because it resists Steel, it resists Bug. Rock probably doesn't do much, but yeah, he brings in Swampert, and that's a bit better. And I know he's specs, so he's going to have to lock himself into one move. So I go for the Hone Claws because I'm faster, and I'm thinking I can live a move from Swampert, as it's probably not an attacking variant, which obviously isn't because that's Stealth Rocks. But he goes for the Waterfall, and it probably does about half of what I had no, just over half of what I had left. Which means I have to go for the attack this turn. I go for the Iron Head, trying to get the flinch. But no, of course I don't get the flinch, and I get killed by the Waterfall from Swampert. And considering it resisted it, and Swampert's like a defensive monster, I suppose it didn't do too bad really. But Anteater dies, so in comes Bob Marley again. Now thinking back over, I could have gone for the trick again to get back my specs to try and get some damage going on this thing. But then I suppose the variation of moves would be nice to take things out, like Umbreon. So I give the Psychic. Still is about half, considering I don't have any specs now. So Bob Marley's pretty strong, but he goes for the Waterfall and does about just under half because I had some damage from Stealth Rocks. But Leftovers brings me back up into the green range, and Psychic's going to kill off this Swampert. So now I don't know. I haven't actually been keeping track of the scores, but I'm sitting here nicely thinking Bob Marley could do some work for my team, but in comes Sizzle. So I'm gonna want to switch because I'm thinking he's gonna U-turn, but I completely forgot that Sizzle gets Pursuit, which he does very nicely use, and I switch and die, of course, because there's no chance a Technician boosted because of switching Pursuit isn't going to kill against me, which is super effective. So I'm not quite sure if Sizzle's scarfed or banded. I'm pretty sure it's banded, but Typhlosion's faster anyway. So I bring in Typhlosion to scare out the Sizzle, knowing that he's going to be scared of the fire move, and he's going to go to Umbreon. So I go for my Focus Blast, but to get some good damage on this Umbreon. But of course Focus Blast missed, so that's one miss. But Focus Blast never usually misses for me, so oh well, I suppose I had to miss at some point. So I go for the Focus Blast again. It hits this time, so it's one hit and one miss, and it doesn't even really do that much. It's because it had some damage from rocks, so it probably would have done just over a half. But he uses Baton Pass to switch out after taking a hit, and he brings in Salamence, and I'm thinking I'm pretty screwed at this point because I have Typhlosion and Cryogonal left, and Cryogonal can't take physical hits for shit because it has less than 100 defense stat. So I'm going to go for the Focus Blast, which I actually hit, which is 2 hits and 1 miss now. And I think on this turn I also get the special defense drop, and that sort of encouraged me to stay in with my Typhlosion. So he goes for the Dragon Dance, but I'm scarfed, so I'm thinking I'll still be faster on the next turn. And if I can get a Focus Blast off, it'll start doing some serious damage because of the special defense drop. So, or maybe I'm not faster, but Dragon Dance, he's now faster, and it's not good for me. I know I've lost here now, because he'll outspeed Cryogonal too, but I missed the Focus Blast. There's 2 hits and 2 misses. That's 50%, not 70%. Just saying. And then his leftovers, he's Intimidate. So I know he's not Moxie, but Moxie would be quite good on this, I suppose. He's got 3 Dragon Dances, so he's got +3 attack and +3 speed, and I have no chance now. I go for the Focus Blast again, so I miss again. So that's 3 misses and 2 hits. That's 40%. Still not 70% hit ratio. Oh well. So I switch out. I want to say I predicted this, but I just switched in vain into Snowflake, hoping for some hacks of some sort to really go my way. But he actually goes for the Earthquake, and Cryogonal has Levitate, so it doesn't actually hit me. But he's faster. If only the move had missed, I might have been able to continue in this battle, and hit him with an Ice Beam and kill it. But of course I don't. So he's obviously faster and strong, and that's easily going to kill Cryogonal. I'll probably kill about 6 Cryogonals in a row in one hit. That's Salamence now. But I know it's a good game here. I'm just going to switch into Typhlosion and leave it in to die, really. So that's a good game, BlueAzelf. It was a lot of fun, although it proves that maybe RU shouldn't mix in with Ubers /mixed /UU and whatever tiers there are that aren't RU, really, because they just can't match the power, really. But I think they gave it a good go. So thanks BlueAzelf, please go sub him if I do find his link and put it in the description. Also sub me too, and rate and comment and like and sub, and I'll see you fellow Dom fans another time.